Dark.
Secret Underground Hideout has issued an emergency broadcast. We may have done an interview with Michael St. Michael's of the Greasy Strangler in your area. Please stay indoors and listen until further notice. Now shut up and listen to the beautiful tones of Michael St. Michael's. This has been an alert from the emergency balls tit system.
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is William from Secret Underground Hideout. How are you?
Pardon? Say that again?
William from Secret Underground Hideout.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting over, hopefully I'm over this damn cold. This got work this weekend, but my ears are still a little clogged.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. We're actually going to hook you up to our system and do a quick sound check if that's okay.
That's fine.
All right. Well, we can do it right now. I'm here with Mark
Gark.
and Scott, too.
It's actually Gark.
Oh, excuse me. Gark.
Gark.
I'm here with me, myself, and I. We're schizophrenic. I am, too.
All right, I'm going to plug you in. Hold on a second. Go ahead and talk to us.
Hello?
Yes. We can
Yes.
hear you. Can you hear us okay?
You could raise your volume a little bit. That would be a help, because like I said, my head's still a little stuffed up.
Okay. Is it better if we're like right here?
Well, whatever you just said came over really well.
Okay. So we'll make sure we talk into the speakerphone nice and clear for you so that you can hear us okay.
Yes, thank you. Us old forks need that shit. The Secret Underground Hideout is an exceptional location for bullshit artists.
All right. So, yeah. You're here with Secret Underground Hideout. I'm going to let Bill...
Love it.
All right. So I have some questions about the Greasy Strangler for you. We all watched that together. We thought it was really awesome and fun. So my first question for you, when you were approached for the role, do you have any reservations about the amount of skin that will be showing?
Not at the time, no. It didn't really hit me until I saw the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of in shock and appalled.
Oh.
I thought, God, I need to go back to the gym. I just, then I started thinking, well, in 10 years, I'm going to wish I looked that good.
Yeah. So overall, all in all, you were okay with it, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just me.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you can't handle it, fuck off.
Right. Yeah.
I have a quick question. The first thing that these guys said to me was, I was trying to think of a question. I said, maybe not ask him about the dick. And I'm like, I have to ask about the dick now.
Yeah, well, it's fine, you know.
So what was it like wearing a prosthetic dick the whole time? Was that weird
it's
too?
like,
I mean, obviously it's weird.
you know, sticking your dick and balls in a sock that's kind of rubbery, so it's a little warm, but... And actually, I think it helped because I didn't feel naked. I felt like I was wearing a fig leaf or something.
Yeah, I was going to say...
I lost that self-consciousness that I might have had. It was fine. Well, I remember one day Jim was trying to adjust it, and he said, "This feels weird." And I said, "Yeah, that's because it's me."
Oh, yeah. I'm going to hand it back to Bill.
All right. So going past the dick now.
Thank you.
Yes.
I still have it, though.
Oh, well, yours or the prosthetic one?
Yeah, well, both, actually.
So is that a keepsake? You got to keep that from the movie?
Yeah, Yeah.
Nice.
It's great when I go out on dates. And...
Oh.
I suppose it's good they're not reusing it with someone else.
Well, I always practice safe sex.
Yes.
Well,
That's like
what about the disco outfit? Did you get that as well?
No.
Oh.
Come on.
I know. The outfit I really liked though was that gray and black, sort of prison stripey looking one.
Yep.
That one was actually really comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are you trying to say that the your disco tour outfit, the pink, that was not comfortable?
At first, no, it wasn't.
At first.
Yeah, well, I mean, she adjusted it because that mesh is wire,
Oh.
and it was kind of painful the first time I wore it. But Christina instantly made that go away because she was an amazing wardrobe person. I mean, she actually thought up that stuff herself. I love her mind. Her body's not bad either, but.
Now, did she also design the actual Greasy Strangler costume that you wear?
I do believe she did, yes.
And how was that?
Well, no, wait a minute. That was another group. That was a special effects house.
Ah.
It took two people, about a half hour to put it on, and the stuff that they use for the greasy slime is this stuff called Ultra Ice, and it'll give you frostbite.
Oh.
It's contrary to what you must be melting in there. And I said, no, I'm going into hypothermia any moment now. That stuff was brutal. I mean, one day I think I had it on for the whole day. And it was such a relief to get out of that.
I imagine there was a layer between your skin and the outfit itself, yes?
Sort of, yeah. But it after a while, it goes through that too.
Ah. Well, I think the end result made it worth it.
I thought so too. I'm just amazed. I hear we got nominated at the British Independent Film Awards.
Just saw that on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's Jim's fault. I blame everything on him, and maybe Toby too, because he helped write it.
So Michael, it's Gark again. And what was it like? Now, this is kind of funny. Before I saw the movie, I had no idea that Sky was in the movie, and Sky happens to be a friend of my uncle's. He's a great musician. I don't know if you knew that, but he's a great musician, and. Growing up, I knew him as a kid. So he used to be at our family parties. I'd see him once in a while, and I'd go to gigs that he was at. It was just very strange when I went there, and I turned when I saw him on the screen. I'm sitting there going, that guy looks familiar. What was it? I know what kind of a character he is. What was it like playing beside him? Were you guys genuinely having fun? Did you enjoy each other's company?
We got to. I wasn't always like that. I mean, Sky is a very meticulous and professional and methodical person.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm definitely not. And that did cause some problems at first. I mean, I tried really hard to get to be what he needed, but I never quite made it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got along okay, but it's just it was like Sidney Greenstreet and Peter Lorre if you remember those old movies where they were playing together, because Sidney Greenstreet was a consummate theater.
Secret Underground Hideout apologizes, again, for the technical difficulties. I mean, what the fuck? Why does this shit have to fuck up on our very first celebrity interview? Thanks pro tits and fuck your HW buffer size error message. Now back to the interview.
Had to come over and, administer some discipline.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll call you after this and set that up.
All right.
I think we can mic him
Okay.
Check that out.
Is it you getting levels?
Go ahead.
All right. Can you just talk? Start saying something for me.
Say so.
There we go.
Have you ever, while pondering the ways of the lawn, want to save just a bit, just a drop in the horn,
All right.
to pour in the evening or late afternoon? I'm off to the corner to whistle at girls.
Perfect.
Give it a shot.
All right, so we're just testing out the mic on this end. Gark, how are we looking?
The mics are good.
Okay. We're back on.
We're good?
Hey, welcome back.
Thanks again for hanging in there. Technical difficulties. So Michael, this is Scott. So I had a couple questions for you.
Okay, Scott.
So checking your credits, obviously, in preparation, looking at what else have you done? What else maybe have I seen you in? And I'm not remembering. Different Strokes is in there, which I think
Really? Yeah. I think I did some work on that. I was wandering around on Hunter for 2.5 seasons. I only had lines that made it into it once. Alex and Emma was about the last thing I did before I retired, and when I saw it, my dialogue was missing, so, but then also they sent the check to Michael St. Michael's and gave me billing as Michael Rappaport.
Okay.
The Video Dead, which I've almost completely been eliminated from, I got a Rotten Tomato for that in '86, and I got really a glowing review from them this time.
it took a couple of
I'm glad
decades.
I hope I've gotten better, because although I've seen things I've done 20, 30 years ago, and I can watch it now. It's really hard to watch anything I'm currently doing because I just pick too many holes in it.
Well, sure.
I do that with my own voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just, but after a while, it's out of my mind, and I know in the case of the Video Dead, where they practically completely cut me out of it, it's a much better film without me. I mean, I'm still the first dead body in it, and they left all the stuff where I played the zombie in, but I was actually replacing another zombie who actually really did die, and that was Jack. And
Listen, you can't go wrong with being a corpse.
and then there's another, or Mark of the Witch. Somebody said I was probably the creepiest thing he's ever seen in that.
I'll have to track that
I'll
one
have
down.
to watch that again to see that,
I haven't seen Mark of the Witch, but now I want to see that. So, but check in your history. So there's some large gaps, right? So again, I don't know what you've done outside of what is cataloged on the internet because I don't know you personally. But
Yeah, well, most of that stuff I would say is not really correct. I know I've been trying to straighten out the IMDb for years, and finally just said, fuck it. My first public exposure, I guess, would be in Mexico when I was a child. I was in a bathtub with this little girl who was the daughter of this photographer, Manuel Alvarez Bravo, who was famous enough to get 6 pages in the LA Times when he died. But we were Ivory babies.
You were an Ivory Snow baby?
Yeah, in Mexico in the 40s.
Wow. Wow.
And
little did they
let's
know
see.
you would be the Greasy Strangler half a century later.
yeah, I know, and I was a criminal for a while, and till I discovered that only pays if you're a lawyer. And I did hair for years. In fact, I still do hair. I just cut now, but I was rated in the top 10% internationally.
Wow.
Which is nice, but I always said to myself, if I found something that was more fun or easier to do, I would switch. And the film business is more fun. It definitely isn't easier. And
But you've been kind of rolling along with that while doing other things as well. So you
well, I still am an actor with a day job.
right.
I'm hoping that maybe this will get me to the point where I can work a few days a month and not have to have a day job. Although I really like my day job. I finally got a great one.
Well,
And
well, hopefully, I mean, obviously, Greasy Strangler, is being talked about a lot online. It's getting press, so who knows?
I know. I did a day on a thing called Desolute, which should be coming out next year. I'm supposed to go to Florida and work on a film called Fingers this weekend for a couple days. I'm doing some off-camera voiceover stuff when I get back from there, and then I'm going to Australia to promote the film, which is
That's great.
amazing. I mean,
Has this opened the door for a bunch of things all of a sudden for you, or?
yeah, like Desolute, I got a phone call asking if I wanted to do it. Instead of, can you come in and read? Because I'm really bad at auditions. I got the video dead because I saw that, and I just went charging over there, barged in, and forced them to put up with me. And I was much better there than I was in the film. But but generally, I mean, the casting people on Greasy Strangler, and this is another block. I'm not good with names, and it's a shame because they are the best. I was so lucky to get them because they really worked with me, whereas most casting people just, fine, bye. We love that, or you never know. No job is good until the check clears.
Right. So,
But
so going into the Greasy Strangler, watching it, it's absurd, right? It's an absurd movie. It's really funny, but it's definitely like kind of a modern absurdist comedy. It falls into like Tim and Eric style. I don't know if you know Tim and Eric.
no, I don't.
So if you looked at Tim and Eric, you would think maybe they had something to do with this movie. It's just so odd, and the pacing's odd, and the dialogue's odd, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique film in that way. In this, like, do you like that style of comedy, or was this just a role, and once you started doing it, it was okay, but you didn't find it particularly funny?
Well, I found it a little scary when I was doing it. I mean, we were hearing things like everybody thought we were making a porn film.
I wonder why.
And, I mean, I started thinking, well, this is getting a little Fellini-ish. And everybody else is comparing it to things much more contemporary.
Right,
And,
yeah, Fellini's a
but,
good comparison.
Tim Hoskins is responsible for all of it, I think. I mean, aside from the producers who were brave enough to actually give him the money to do it.
Right.
Because, and it was over. I mean, when it was done, I knew we were going to South by Southwest because one of the producers has an inn there. And, but all of a sudden I heard we were going to Sundance, and we got there, and I'm not even sure if the thing was totally done yet when they showed it there.
What was the reaction at Sundance?
It was excellent. I met these two guys from SNL the first thing the next day who just had to have pictures taken with me.
Oh, that's great.
It just went on from that. After a week there, I got home. I think I went through withdrawals. I walked to the post office and back, and nobody looked at me. Oh, my God.
And then the next time you wore your prosthetic penis, and everyone went, hey.
Yeah, well, I tried to, I stuck it in my pants, and I went again, and still nobody looked.
Well, cool. Michael, thanks for answering that. I'm going to pass you back to Bill, who I know has at least one other question for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hold this?
Hi, Bill.
Hi. So I'm just curious. Over the course of the movie, you do your character Big Ronnie does partake in lots of greasy foods,
Yes.
bacon, sausage, pasta, and especially the grapefruit. Now, I'm just curious, when you were doing these scenes, what were you actually eating?
Yeah. After a while, it was just pretty much juice by then, because I was pretending it was her vagina, and I was kind of manipulating it, and then of course she was a little gushy, so I drank it.
Oh my!
That's kind of a perfect answer.
Yes.
Yeah. No, and I normally eat badly anyway, so.
So was this not a big jump then? Just like a hot dog, totally covered in who knows how old fat?
Well, I didn't actually eat that particular hot dog.
Okay, that's good to know.
In fact, I was saying, when I was cramming that thing in my mouth, I said, shouldn't this have grease spilling all over the place? And they said, yeah, but you've got to wear that in another take.
Oh. All right.
And,
I guess the last question. I'm just curious. Any talk of a sequel?
I have no idea. I remember Aunt Thompson saying once there were 15 Greasy Stranglers, and I'm thinking, oh my God. We need to renegotiate this contract if there are.
Well, hopefully there'll be at least one more, because we'd love to see that.
I don't know where they could go from here. But
I think it's you get the
because
father
I'm not a writer.
Yeah, you get the father and son on the same team now. You got two. The son Braden's taking over the family business.
Yeah, and I think the sequel I could probably go on to other things, and he can inherit my penis or something.
Well, he would.
needs it.
Yeah, most certainly need it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Or he could become a woman.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's almost there.
Don't tell him. I hope he doesn't hear this.
you've clearly been thinking about it, though.
Yeah. Well, all right. We want to thank you so very much for taking some time out of your day to talk with us and answer these questions. It was a lot of fun. So really,
Hey, well, thank you. And much success with your show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Can I get you to do one last thing?
Oh yeah.
You certainly may.
Could I get you just to say Secret Underground Hideout?
Oh, and bullshit.
Oh, and bullshit. Bullshit artist would be even better. You can say it whenever you're ready.
You're a bullshit artist if you don't like the Secret Underground Hideout.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Or the Secret Underground Hideout is a very greasy place. The Secret Underground Hideout is an exceptional location for bullshit artists.
That's awesome.
Open a ruining that for
Oh.
That's great.
Anyway,
Mike,
you think you got something there?
Oh yes. Yes,
Thank
we
you-
do.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again.
good luck in your travels for the movie and your next films. We'll keep an eye out for sure.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
And, have a great until next time.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Secret Underground Hideout would like to give a special thanks to Michael St. Michaels for appearing on our show. We hope to have you back in the future. If you'd like to see The Greasy Strangler, you can rent it on Amazon Video, iTunes, Google Play and Vudu. For all of you other assholes, go to secretundergroundhideout.com and please, give us some shit. We'd love to be made fun of by you.